Hello, welcome to the XUCPA channel. Today we'll be discussing with you what kind of business deductions should be considered deductible. If you just started a business, you're probably wondering, can I deduct this or can I deduct that? Business owners often wonder, what should be deductible? And we'll be covering all that in this video. We hope you enjoy this session.
Example, can I deduct startup costs, auto deductions? What about home office? What about supplies or any expenses that I have to incur before I start my business? What about legal fees? What about research fees? Before we provide specific answer to your specific questions, we would like you to understand the big picture. See, the thing is, the Internal Revenue Service never tells business owners whether you can deduct this specific expense or that specific expense. Now, in the big picture, to be deductible, a business expense must meet both requirements of ordinary and necessary. What does that mean? An ordinary expense is one that is common and accepted in your trade or business. For example, if you run a restaurant, food cost is absolutely ordinary expense. Necessary expense is one that is helpful and appropriate for your trade or business. Example, if you are a wine distributor, you definitely will need a warehouse because you need to rent a warehouse to store your bottle of wines for distribution purposes. Now, here's the exception. An expense does not have to be indispensable to be considered necessary. In addition to that, it is important that you separate your business expense from your personal expense. It is also important that you need to understand the difference between expenses and fixed assets. Fixed assets are such as capital expenditure that refers to startup costs, improvements, and anything that you purchase and would be using beyond 1 year. Now pay attention to the rule of de minimis safe harbor election. According to the IRS, if you purchase anything $2,500 and below, you can actually expense it off. Previously, this threshold was $500, but now it's $2,500. Example, if you buy a computer and the computer costs you $1,900, you don't have to record the computer as equipment. You can simply treat it as an office expense and deduct as expense when you file your tax return. If you want to know more, we definitely recommend that you speak to a CPA, or if you want to do some research on your own, you can absolutely look at www.irs.gov/business/small business self-employed deducting business expenses.
Business owners, so the conclusion today is the Internal Revenue Service would never tell you a specific amount of what is allowable and what should be deductible. For example, the IRS would never tell you how much meals you should be deducting, how much entertainment you should be deducting. In fact, under the current tax law, entertainment is not deductible. So the key to the question you should be asking is what we explained earlier, which is what is ordinary and necessary deductions as part of your business. If you want more examples, I would recommend that you check our website, go to links and resources, down at the bottom of the website, and look for the expense reminder checklist. It is a good checklist to have, when you're trying to figure out what's deductible and what's not deductible for your business. But before you decide what's applicable deductions for you, I strongly recommend that you talk to a CPA. And if you need help, as always, please reach out to us. We would love to help you. If you want to support our channel, please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.